So, starting a new series called Road Back to Breaking My National and World Records in 2022. Plan on getting serious competition probably as early as February, probably March at the latest. I'm actually doing possibly one in Athens, Illinois next week, touch and go, sanction meet. Just one I like to go down there. It's a fun one to go down to. And I think it's going to go down there even though I'm not in top form. I had 2 weeks off fighting Charlie 19. And then the wife and I traveled for 2 weeks. In those 2 weeks, I think I managed to jump twice. So I'll put together a series of videos, starting a series of videos of documenting my trip back to Fallout. I've already done some warm-ups. I start with the bar, and then, 95 pounds, 135. So here I got 138. I'm recording this on both my phone and doing the live. And what I'll do during the end of the week is I'll tie my exercises together that I did during the week. I've had some requests from subscribers that they would like to have me put together a few just full workout videos that you can watch while they're working out. So this will be the first part. This is my bench day. I have another bench day on Thursday, hopefully. And then Saturday, I might do a live at the gym down in Athens, Illinois, called Route 29 Fitness. Just so you kind of see how a meet goes. It's not a sanctioned meet, it's a touch and go. But it's a good gym, and we have a good time doing it. So here's an angle you get. Got 185 to do for warm-ups. I don't do huge reps. I kind of bank it for the heavier list when I'm going heavy. So we'll see how that goes. If you have any questions, pop them in the chat right away. And I will try to answer them or make videos later on.
How are you, honey?
I'm doing fine. How you doing? I was out traveling for 2 weeks, so.
You're done traveling?
Yeah, I'm traveling. Hopefully. Time to get back. Seriously. Oh, my YouTube channel is up.
Yours?
Yeah.
Oh, right now?
I'm live right now.
Oh, jeez.
That's okay. Walk by anytime you want. So yeah, I think the 22nd I finally went monetized. I finally hit all those 4 things you needed to hit. And I got the one video that's going nuts, got over 500,000 views. Couldn't believe it. So what I do is I do a live stream so people can ask questions. So we got our Semper Fi from Marines from Marvin Sullivan. Hey, Marvin, where you from? And then I do an upload on my workouts. And it's funny, some of the comments I get. Like 90% of them are really supportive. Yeah. Then you get the ones that I must be on steroids or TRT. I'm not. Yeah. I just lift up the belly, show no six pack there. Then I get the fake ones. Really, I'm in a real gym. Everybody else is using the same weights, But for the most part, it's all positive. It's all right. So New Orleans, all right. Central Illinois here. So doing a series of the road back to the national world records. By spring, I want to sit there and be able to break the ones I've set. In the WAP, my national record is actually bigger than my world record because you can't break world records at state meets. You have to be at a national or a world meet. And that one won't be until May, and I think it's down in Texas, which I plan to go down to, but I still want to sit there and absolutely. It is about inspiration and getting everybody in the gym to make themselves better. I guess I got a new saying, hey, runner boy, how's you doing? When you going in for that clinic, is that going to be this year or you got that spot open for a year later? I know you were going into the service for that, which I think is huge. I guess my one saying is, bro, dude, just get in the gym and lift. Which if I ever get big enough where I can start selling t-shirts, I think I'll put it on a t-shirt. And then the other one, that's how it's done. But I'm having a lot of fun with this. I've, since November, I've probably taken 4 weeks off. Live, you've been following me, know why. So this is the first workout of the year. I'm going to sit there and see how far I can take it up. 405 would be my goal today. And then again on Thursday. And then on Saturday, I may do a meet. It's a touch and go. It's not sanctioned. I usually go down there about every 3 years. It's a Route 29 fit. It's a pretty cool gym. Here, I got 2 1/4. Knock a few out there before I go and weight. So what I'm doing is I'm spending a lot of my energy for the heavier sets, just because it's been a while. As I keep working out, I'll sit there and keep working on that. Finally happy that my chat's working the last 2 days. I've had some really problems with it. You guys don't have to listen. As long as it's not music where I get hit with copyright.
You don't want to know what we're talking about.
Well, that too. I can't hear very well anyway.
They know.
Yeah, probably. I think, what the hell is that comment about? I had a few of them where I had to Google what the hell they're talking about. Yeah, there's some of that slang I'm not up on yet.
Same.
Well, what does
I
that mean?
my kids.
Yeah, what does that mean? I type it in and go, oh, okay. Well, I moved it up to 275. I'll take probably about a 3-minute break. Yeah, camera quality is grainy. I know, and it's my computer. It was a cheap one. I mean, only $379, but it did everything I wanted to do. I am going to hook a digital camera to it. Tomorrow and test it out and see if it improves it. I'll probably just do a quick live tonight just to see if that works out better. If not, I'm going to have to get better equipment. So if you like my channel, you want to make an investment in it, go ahead and hit the super chat. I will take any donation, no matter how big or small. But that'll be the first thing I'll do is upgrade my equipment. Right now I'm using a laptop computer and I'm using my phone. And even though on the computer quality shows really good, I did notice on the playbacks it's pretty grainy. But not much I can do about that at this time. I'll try to test that out and see if it works out a little bit better. Let me pause the phone because that one's going to be a longer video. But I did a live the other day on things I take for joints. Had a few subscribers ask about that. So go ahead and check that one out. I think that was done 2 days ago. I will go to Quick Nutrition. You don't have to run by. go to nutrition, have them do a more detailed information on that one. Also, there's a few asking about creatine. Generally, the only creatine I take is if it's in my pre-workout. So a lot of times when I buy Bang, it's got creatine in it. And some flavors, other ones it's got Cocoa 10 or whatever. But I don't go out and buy it separately and use it. I did before, but between it and the arginine started causing me some stomach issues. Not too bad, but made it uncomfortable. And my chat just got disconnected. So we're going back to that fun stuff again. So maybe if I switch back over to the gym. So I switched over the Wi-Fi, and hopefully that has fixed things. Somebody can give me shoot me over a number 1. They're much better. Oh, okay. The camera quality is better too. Then if that's the case, then it was my Wi-Fi connection. I was using the hotspot off my phone, which obviously does not support high definition going across. Now I'm on the gyms. So, okay. So I learned something today. Thank you very much. So just a little more rhetoric while I'm resting. I will sit there and try to get better equipment so I can make better videos for everybody. My 2 daughters have been helping me with my YouTube page, and I've been doing some reading. They bought me a book, YouTube for Dummies, and I find it pretty helpful. Now that I am monetized, I can take super chats. So if you want to invest in it, if my information is giving you help, I would appreciate it. I also appreciate all the inspiring comments I get on my videos from y'all. So, and then if you do want certain types of videos made on that, then I will go ahead and do that. So my lifetime best press was last December, not in 21, but in 2020, where I did 480. And that is in, I can't flex, no. I got belly. I got a hairy chest, and I got women in here. They don't want to see that, even if they think they do. But I appreciate it. Maybe in about 2 or 3 months when I get in top form. Did you just show us a 6-pack? No, there's no 6-pack. There's more like a pony cake there. But it's winter, so it's good insulation. There's a 6-pack underneath it. But then again, so if you do want to support the channel, that would be great. If you do want certain videos made, go ahead and put them in regular comments or live comments, and I'll definitely do that. And if you do want like some one-on-one advice, my email is scottishfitness.gmail.com. I'll type that in because when people want help, I need more information. One thing does not fit all. At gmail.com. I got one gentleman where I'm helping him out on his discus and shot put. He competes in the senior division out in Hawaii, or not in Hawaii, in Ohio. And he's got me curious. I might even go back into it. He sent me some videos of what he was doing. I gave him some critiques on it, but he had it like 90% there. And then I'm kind of toying with the ideas besides the powerlifting. Maybe I'll do some field sports, see how far I can throw a discus, at 60 years old. The main thing is getting the spin down. I can't spin as fast as I used to because I fall down. So 275, I'm going to hit this for a few. You play basketball. I'm 6'4". I played it in grade school. I didn't play it in high school. We had a high school team that had very talented people, and there was easily 30 better players than me. So I didn't go out. I do regret it because senior year the coach asked me to play, but that's one of those things I probably should have done. I would have sat on the bench a lot. Like I said, we ended up taking state that year in 1979, Providence High School in New Lenox. But we just had an awesome team, and even everybody on their third string was better than I was. But I did play it a lot, and I did play a lot during lunchtime with everybody and had fun doing it. Now I'm more like built for a receiver in football. At the time of my popular video, I was 260 pounds. I'm about 250 now, just because of all the things been going on. But I plan on getting some of that weight back unless I shred down to 242. Haven't made that decision yet. So 275, hit it a few times.
Is your cardio done?
No.
Okay.
I'm doing some, I said.
So now to add some more weight. Hey, what's going on here now? The keto diet. So keto is a lot of protein, isn't it?
A lot of protein and fats.
A lot of protein and fat. I guess I'm on one. Did I look into it? No, but
They say like at least 20 grams of carbs, not carbs.
so I'm an omnivore. I eat everything. Steaks, fish, chicken, pork, things found dead on the road. I don't care. Yeah. As long as it's less than 3 days old, as long as I beat the flies to it, I'm good to go. Also like vegetables too and fruits. Since it's high in fat and moderate protein, yes. Liz just told me that over here. She kind of explained at least 20 grams of fat in that. I don't know. I try to get clean calories through fermented water that's passed through barley and oats. Let's see if somebody figures out what that is. Hey, from Memphis, Tennessee. Thank you much. I was stationed down in Fort Campbell, Kentucky. That's right there on the Kentucky-Tennessee border. And we used to do we used to go across to Paris, Tennessee to listen to Hank Williams and whatever bands he had playing at his bar, which is now a museum, I found out later. And then we used to go out to Reelfoot Lake a lot. 90% of the diet is fat, almost no carbs. Oh, hell no. Yeah. No, I don't do keto. I do bacon, eggs, sausage, and toast for breakfast. I do whatever's handy for lunch, whether it's soups or sandwiches or both. And then I do dinner is going to be some sort of meat, rice or potatoes, and a vegetable. And then probably I just made 2 loaves of homemade bread yesterday, so that should put the weight back on me pretty quick. Because not only do I put sugar in it, for the recipe I put a lot of honey in it too, and I'll eat half a loaf a day. It's good stuff. I only make it during the winter where I need the extra calories. But yeah, I've heard of the keto diet. I just don't do it. I don't have any recommendation either way for it. Hunter, obviously I'm doing powerlifting, so I can eat whatever I want. I'm not really worried about reaching a certain weight. If I need to lose 10 pounds, I know how to do it over, 2 months. Basically just, 1 or 2 less beers a week, and I've got it nailed. Life's too short not to have fun. 60 plus fitness journey. Checking in from Norfolk, Virginia. How you doing? Hey, I like that. I think I'm subscribed to your channel. Pretty sure I am. If not, I'll double check. But hey, degrees. I got a buddy out in Augusta, West Virginia, and Army buddy of mine, and my son is just down south Carolina. He was in the Navy. So I will probably this spring be out in the East Coast. Shout out from London, UK. Hey, how you doing? Gotta be getting pretty late there in the evening. I'm thinking if you're in London, probably 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. You had Norfolk, the big Navy port. Yep. My two oldest, my daughter and son, went in the Navy, but she ended up going over to Bremerton, Washington. She was on the Nimitz. She met her boyfriend on the Nimitz. They're now married. And my son stayed in Goose Island, South Carolina. All right. Hello from Northeast Scotland. And that is a place the wife and I plan to visit either at the end of this year or beginning of next year, if we're allowed to. Who knows with all this Charlie 19 stuff, but we definitely want to take a trip to Scotland. If we do go, we're going to go probably 3 weeks. Basically, I want to go see some castles. I want to drink in some pubs. And if there's a Scottish game going, I'm probably going to enter it. I did that out in Washington, the state of Washington, and ended up getting third place in the amateur area. It was the first time I ever did it, but I was by far the oldest. The nearest one to me was 10 years younger than me, and he dropped out in the fourth event. And then the 30-year-old dropped out, and then I was mostly going against teenagers, but I kept throwing the real weights, even though they would allow me to do that. I love the pubs in Scotland. You know I will. They can have a good time. I'll tell you that. I may never leave. Who knows? And so 315 knocked us out a few times. The next weight I'll throw on is 365. And if I go heavier than that, I'll just have Liz spot me. See if she's paying attention. Her eyes, well, she was paying attention. So when you're lifting heavier and you're 60 years old, you bank your energy. So I don't burn it all out here. I'll wait to go heavier. And then when I come back down to my burnout, that's when I'll sit there and turn purple. So just knocked out 315 for a few. Going to go up to 365. My goal today is 405. I was down in Missouri at the YMCA in Neosho about 4 days ago, and I stopped at 395. You just kind of make these decisions as it goes. But by second week of February, I plan to be finishing up at 455 again. Hey, from Missouri, what part? We were visiting friends in Buffalo. We went down to the Bass Pro Shop in Springfield. When did I start? I started in 2010. I was at Shoreward Fitness. Actually, it was Charter Fitness at the time. And even though I was lifting heavy for a good solid 15 years, one of the trainers there, who was a bodybuilder, Vince Robbins, Jefferson City, yeah, I've heard it. Drove down it one time. Seen a cougar on the road before we got there one year. Went across the highway in about 3 bounds. But anyway, he said I should get in these contests, and I said, nah, I'm just lifting heavy to scare potential boyfriends for my 2 daughters. But he signed me up for one. Sunlight Power, went down there and did it. Had a great time, and I've been doing them ever since. Usually about 3 or 4 a year, although I'll probably start doing more. How you bench that? Where do you get your strength? Strength from a lot of nutrition and 45 years of training. That's okay. Arms are longer, though, more of a challenge for me. Yeah, I got a 6 foot long spread. I'm 6'4". I just keep working at it. But some people are going to be better at other things. Some people squat better. Some people deadlift better. Some people run faster, longer. It's all good stuff. Your goal is just to get a little bit better every year. You're not competing with anybody else in the gym. You're just competing with yourself, trying to make yourself a better guy. If I get 5 pounds a year on my bench, I'm ecstatic. What sort of weight did I start benching with? The bar. Everybody starts with the bar. And then you start adding weight to after that. When I came in the gym today, I started with the bar, and I threw 25s on, and I put the 45s on, and I just kept going up. I need a long warm-up because of my age. I can't be just jumping into 315. Something will tear and it won't be good. So I'm going to add weights now. So I'll pause it on the phone. All right, I'm back. Let's see what I missed now. Feel as if I take 2-week break, I plateau on the bench. I come back weaker, but then I get stronger than I was before. That actually is good. You can only stay. My track coach used to tell me that, Ken Raymond. He said you only stay in peak form for 16 weeks. Then you need to take a break. And then just start 5-10% less than where you're at. And then because your muscle memory, you'll get there really quickly. And yes, usually a 5 to 10 pound increase is something I would expect. So yeah, and taking 2 weeks off a year is a good idea. It allows the small muscles to heal up, allows tendons to catch up to the muscles. It's much easier to build muscle than it is to make a tendon stronger. Ever have a scary accident with benching? Yeah, there was a video there where I did a pause 425, then a pause 445, and then I did a 470. And on the 470, you can see I had a spotter grab it. You don't have to run by. You're okay. I had a spotter grab it real quick because I felt a little twing in my chest. And by the third day, it was black and blue all through here. I took 2 weeks off. Started pack at 135. And then every 3 days I benched, and I benched more and benched more. So that happened on a December 21st, 2019. By February 28th of 2020, because it was a leap year, I was in a meet and I set a personal best in a sanctioned meet of 430 pounds, which I believe was 195 kilos for you guys know over there in Europe and that. So my personal best was last year in in November, where I did 202.5 kilos or 446 pounds in a sanctioned meet. And if you go to powerlifting.org and you scroll down by weight class and run by age, I'm tied for 5th. I would like to get the first spot. So what happens is make your chest black and blue. Something strained, probably a partial tear. I don't know. I didn't go to the doctor. Hey, Steven, how you doing? Your message got retracted. I don't know why that is. It had to have been a YouTube thing. I don't have monitors. Not yet anyway. I'm not nearly big enough for that yet. But it scared me a bit. I did bring my grip in more because of that. It was how I sit there and adjusted to it. And so even though I'm still at a wide grip, I'm not as wide as I used to be. And that takes a little bit off it. So I got 365 up here, which I'm going to hit maybe for 2, and then see how that feels.
You don't be the same.
I don't get the range of movement.
I already did. I'm going to do that, but I'll do
Well, that went pretty well.
Yes.
So 365 for a double. Went up pretty easily. I think I'm going to go up to 385 just to make it safe. And I got time. Was I above average in high school? Strength-wise, no. I was an endurance guy. I could run for miles. But my senior year, I only weighed 145 pounds. I mean, my bench was good for my weight. I was benching 2 1/4, but I was a lot lighter, probably 4% body fat because I just couldn't put weight on if I tried. And I could run forever. Now I'm more of a sprinter because those 10-mile runs are gone. So, and all the way until I was 39, I didn't lift for power. I lifted for definition. My sets were mid weights and reps of 15 to 18 and, 6 different sets per exercise. And I'd work out for 3 hours and eat everything in sight. I know one year I went through 3 shirt sizes because I got so big. I didn't realize it until I did a video with my oldest was only 2 years old and she got on the bench and I put a little dumbbell up there for her to bench. And I looked at that years ago and I'm like, holy crap, I didn't realize I was that big. So now I just lift for strength so I don't have the size. I haven't trained since Christmas Eve. I'll start back Thursday. That's good. Having that break is going to help you. Just maybe, kick off about 10-15% of your weight on your exercises. And then maybe your next exercise, add 5%. And probably by your third or fourth series of that exercise, you should be back right where you're at. Running back in high school, trying to gain weight. Currently 50 pounds. You can bench 160, you can bench overweight, that's great. You squat almost 300, that's fantastic. You can deadlift 315. Nothing wrong with those numbers. Remember, the heavier you get, the slower you'll get. Being quick makes it a little hard to grab you and quick and strong, but squat will be your most beneficial one. I do squat and lunges. I think I'm here to inspire people. Definitely do. Like I said, if you appreciate what my channel's got to offer, go ahead and like and share and subscribe. Get your friends on there. And if you want, there's a super chat button. If you want to donate to the cause, I'll get better equipment and have time to do more videos. So let me put this back on pause because I need to get that's 365. I want to add 10s to it. Also, when you're lifting heavy, you want to make sure you stay hydrated.
Is that your first set?
Yeah, we cut out sugar. Yeah, sugar is actually terrible for you. There's other ways of getting natural sugars. Pure maple syrup, honey are far better forms. I used to, when I had pancakes, I used to use the regular, log cabin or Aunt Jemima syrup or whatever. An hour later, I'd be shaking like a leaf. So I got rid of those and went to pure raw maple syrup and pure honey. And now I don't get that. And now I prefer that taste over the other stuff. It's something you gotta get used to. Supplements for joints. Yeah, I covered that 2 days ago. So I have one that has about 6 main ingredients in it that helps with joints. If you go back there, I think it was 2 days ago, it's one of my lives. You can replay it where I did cover that. And I take a glass every morning. And it's one of those things where it's a couple of weeks before you start noticing it. But that keeps the joints a lot healthier. Also doing a lot of warm-ups, doing a lot of small shoulder exercises, which I wouldn't mind to cover, where you're taking light weights and you're doing what are called field goals. And you're doing cables, light weights going in and coming out. And that strengthens your muscles to keep your rotator cuff in nice and tight. And that definitely helps you out. So 6 days a week and see a little weight gain. That's going to be normal. At 16, your metabolism is so high. The more you eat, the more you're going to burn off. At 16, I couldn't gain weight for nothing. And I ate like crazy. You may want to go to a nutrition place and maybe get a weight gainer. And, it's going to be like having pudding, but it's going to throw a lot of calories in there. You want the calories about an hour before you work out, and then you're going to want them about an hour after you work out. Don't take them before you go to bed because calories just sit there and go to fat. In the morning and in the afternoon, they're going to the purple blue jeans while lifting increase your lifting power. No, it don't, but I've lifted in jeans, I've lifted in dress pants. I used to go to the gym during my lunch hour. I just take the dress shirt off and throw a t-shirt on and go lift. I can bench press at home, but I don't have spotters at home. And for a couple of years, I did everything at home, But I'd rather go to the gym because I got spotters. And then when you're going to regular gyms and you meet the same people, you've got that group that, keeps you on track. So I find a gym helps, especially with the higher weights. I mean, he doesn't need to be a big person spotting because I'm never going to throw more weight on than I can really handle. It's not like I'm going to say, hey, let's throw 600 pounds and see what happens because, it's going to hurt me. But then you're also around people that are also motivated to get in shape, and that helps your motivation too. But blue jeans does help me with my squat. It's almost like having sleeves. But I see, honestly, throwing 3 spoons of coconut oil. Yeah, coconut, peanut butter. Yep, peanut butter's great. And the coconut oil, I carry that in quantity. And it is healthy. Coconut oil and peanut butter is healthy for you. I get most of my protein in the morning from eggs and milk. I do a Fairlife milk. It's filtered, got half the sugar, but it's got 50% more calories, which helps out. Sometimes if your appetite's down, you got to do some things. But understand, if you're doing a shake twice a day, understand it's a supplement. It's not a meal replacement. Shakes, I drink a shake right after my workout, and then I get home and I have lunch. Creatine in my pre-workout only. That's about the only time I do creatine. Did you lose a nail?
No. And a blood blister.
Oh, those are no fun. So when I do shakes are not considered a meal. They're considered a supplement to a meal. So you need to go. But, hey, K2, thanks for stopping by. Hey, if the blue jeans help you, don't forget to tell everybody and share it. Appreciate that. And I'm going to try to do the lives on at least every other day basis, depending on my internet connection. And then some of these are also going to sit there and put on as a long video also. So I forgot to hit the pause on this one. One shake a day, it's 1,500 calories, lowered a bunch of all this stuff. Yeah, it's a good thing to have. But Drex, when do you have it? Do you have it in the morning? Do you have it in the afternoon? Or do you have it in the evening? And you'd be surprised that when you have it has a big effect. If you're going to do 1,500 calories, I would have it in the morning, maybe an hour after you got up. And then that's going to keep you fired up all day. It'll actually help you eat a bigger lunch. So those things are kind of the tricks of the trade. Breakfast is very important. Eating before and after your lifting is extremely important. And eating a good dinner is important. So you work out around 7, 8 o'clock Eastern time. So maybe I would have that. I'd have that probably around 4 or 5. Working out that late 4 or 5 gives it plenty of time to get in your system and then give you that energy. There you go. Yep. And steady is a progress. Understand there's going to be, it's going to be going up and down, but over the year's time, you should see an increase. Some days you come in and you can, some days I can throw up 455 and some days I can throw up 4 1/4. It depends on how much rest I got, how well I ate or how well I drank. Has a lot to do with that. If you watch the Athena's X channel on YouTube, he's got some good lifting and nutrition videos. I haven't, but I'll go check it out. Thank you. Yes, try to eat things you enjoy. You can't eat foods that you don't like because you won't do it for very long. it's just going to get to the point where you're just going to stop doing it. All right. Just want to become a clean animal in the first few months, but yeah, it takes time. This is a slow and steady wins the race. If you try to take shortcuts, you'll get hurt. Yeah, I would eat 5 to 6 meals a day. Try to get about 40 grams of protein per meal, and as many clean calories as you can. And if you're young, you can deal with the fats more than most people can.
All right, aside from
So, all right, can I borrow you for a minute?
What?
Can I borrow you for a minute?
Yeah.
I just need to stand here in case, I turn purple or something. 385, just gonna knock this out for one. Anytime you got heavy weights, you want somebody above you.
So this is.
Don't grab it unless I ask for it. So you always want to make sure you got safety protocols in. So 385, it went up pretty rough, but these things are going to happen. Dinner was pretty light yesterday, so what I'll do is I'll make some corrections on my income, or not my income, my nutrition. And then Thursday I'll be at this again. And also, we need different equipment. So this is the Edge Fitness in Streeter, Illinois. So its bench is different, its bars are different. There's going to be variations, but I know I've done more weight on it here. But a lot of times my second attempt at a heavy weight goes easier than the first. So I am going to throw another 10 pounds on. And it may not be the nice pause I want it to be, but I think I'll still be able to knock it out. As long as I take a good enough break. You really never know where your limit is unless you push it. But you got to creep at it. So that was 385. I'm going to throw 395 on, which I feel I can get. But probably won't be a 405 day today. But it'll be like, I'll guarantee you Thursday. I just got to kick up the food intake. I was on vacation. I was only eating 3 meals a day, and that's gonna have an impact. And then always remember, hydrate. So this is a typical bench workout for me. Yeah, have I had any surgery or fused bones? No. About 8 years ago, I threw my shoulder out, throwing discus against my kid because he was out throwing me. And they wanted me to have surgery, and I told them no. They wanted me to stop lifting. I told them no. They wanted me to stop lifting heavy. I told them no. About 2 years later, it all healed. I had to do a lot of special physical therapy for it. The one thing is I always heal over time. And I just feel, my opinion, and only my opinion, I just feel surgery is the last act of desperation. Rarely do I know anybody who's had soldier surgery where it's turned out positive. I think I only heard of one time. So I try to avoid it unless I'm in a big, car accident and things are broken and got to be put back together. I just let my body heal and have the patience to do it. Have a great day. Can you watch some of your stuff? Thank you. Very similar slow, and that's normal. Especially when you get older. All my presses at the heavy weights are slow. I've actually had to tell the event people that don't grab the bar as long as it's still coming up. It's not a fast lift. I try not to do those because I'm trying to protect my shoulder and chest. And I think a fast twick at my age is probably a bad idea. And sometimes I get accused of having a shirt underneath. I don't. I don't use bunch shirts. I wouldn't even train that way. My grip's too far out. And same thing with a slingshot. It just doesn't feel comfortable with me. I tried it one time and it didn't work. Yep, best way to recover is stay active. That's right. The law of use and disuse. Do you have to do what my body fat is? Probably 18 to 20% right now. The last time I did one of those handle things. I don't know how accurate it is, but it can't be any lower than 15. And that's normal. Unfortunately, you go online and do those weight charts. They want me at 6'4", weighing 165 pounds, and it ain't going to happen. That's skeletons and blood vessels only. But yeah, my body fat's somewhere between, probably around 18% right now. Maybe down a little bit more because I have dropped 10 pounds, but I'd say 15, 18 at the best is probably where my body fat is. I'm a power lifter. I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm allowed to have fat. 23 and feel old of physical joints. It's because my muscles are not strong enough to hold my ligaments and bones in place. No. I'm also in pain. When I do workout equals more pain. Well, you're in pain. There's probably a couple things going on. And I would have to know more. But I would guess, first of all, probably take a week off. All right. And maybe see a doctor. I don't know. But you're young, if you're in pain, you may be, I must say, number one, your form is probably bad. And you're probably lifting with too much weight. Form over weight. You're not here to impress anybody. I've been doing it. It took me 45 years to get here. All right. But then I do my best to stay here. But if you're in pain all day, and I mean pain, soreness is one thing, pain's a different thing. After I work out, I'm sore for a day, but it's a good sore. So I will sit there and take a week off, maybe see your doctor, make sure nothing else is going on there. And then I would look at your form. Are you trying to deadlift too much weight? Is your butt in the air? Are you trying to squat too much weight and you're only doing 3/4 squats or half squats? On the bench, are you not coming down to the chest? If you're not doing these things, because you're throwing too much weight on there, that can cause pain. Like I said, I'd have to know more. I'd have to see some videos of your lift. If you go on my Facebook and shoot it over to Messenger, that's usually the best way of doing it. That's the only way I'd be able to attend that you're in pain. And when I load this one up, people are going to wonder, who am I talking to? I'm talking to my live session here, so I'm not losing my mind. So how do we keep staying this fit at your age? I do have tips. The first thing is you got to keep yourself motivated. It is too easy to convince yourself or allow others to convince yourself to sandbag it. Go and lift weights. I could come in here and I could do sets of 15 at 2 1/4, and people would be, impressed, but I wouldn't be. When you do have, injuries and that, you got to sit there and get back on it and get over that fear. So I've probably had this conversation 4 times in the last 6 years, just talking myself to get back into it, that I can still do it, that I'm still young enough to do it. So I don't look at myself being 60 years old, but being at level 60. So if you're a gamer, I've leveled up. Come March, I'll be level 61. And my goal is at 61 to beat my numbers than when I was at 60. And keep doing it as long as I can and as naturally as I can. You haven't lifted or trained in 3 years, pain gets worse. And I don't know a good sore from a bad sore. A sore is just sore. You actually feel it when you're moving. Pain is sharp pain. It's something that causes you not to do a movement. Soreness is, oh, man, it's sore. Pain's like, oh, and then you drop it. That would be the difference between being sore and being pain. First of all, I'd take the week off. And then I would probably go about 20% of the weights that I've been doing and work on doing more reps on those before going up. And if you're doing more reps on those and the pain comes back, see a doctor. But if it doesn't come back, then I would, I'd wait maybe every 3 weeks and just go up 2.5 or 5 pounds. Don't be in a hurry. That's the problem. Is a lot of times people are in a hurry, and that's what gets them in trouble. So, 395. Be more of probably a touch and go. See if I can get my helper over here. You're on TV. So tell them who you are. Who are you?
Zach Schultz,
Zach Schultz, where you school?
Studio High School.
All righty. Anybody that's Zach Schultz, help me out here. And that's 100% effort. So 395, and that'll be as heavy as I go today. So the next one out is the burnout at 315, which is the one I hate. Here's why I change colors. So get my air back, drop some of that weight. Yeah, physical therapist, yep. Some good advice out here, guys. Appreciate it. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, this ain't nothing. This is only about 90%, 85% of what I can do. Oh, from China. No, thanks for joining. Wish I had my youngest daughter here. She can actually read and write and speak Mandarin. I can't, but she can. My two daughters are ones that helped fancy up my YouTube channel. And I appreciate their help. And I appreciate everybody's comments here, and hope it can be helped. Kept out 385 at only 36. You got 24 years to catch up to me. Get the number up to slow and steady. And to lift heavy, you need to lift heavy. If I wanted to get ripped, then I'd cut about 50 of those pounds off and just keep doing more reps. Hello, Abid. Probably not pronouncing that right. Do you find eating high carbs? Yeah, if I eat a lot of, I think when I had a huge spaghetti and meatball dinner, and I had a huge workout the next day. It's actually 3 plates, a 25, a 10, and a 5. It's 395 or just about shy of 180 kilos for those of you on the metric system. Yes, I plan to lift until I croak. So I want to be lifting in my 90s. There's no reason not to lift. Will I be doing this weight? No. But I'll be trying. Obed, okay. Obed, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Where are you joining us from? Kind of get an idea. So Dark, I think y'all missing a point for me. I'd have to scroll back up. If you're in pain, Dark Code, I would see a doctor. But if you're not going to see a doctor, drop your weights by about 20% and concentrate on form. And let me know how it goes. If you want to discuss a little bit more, just shoot me an email over at scottishfitness@gmail.com. Ontario, Canada. I was up there one year for Oktoberfest back in the 80s. I had a really good time. Back when you could go across with just your driver's license. Pulling lifts, yes. So I try to deadlift what I bench. I work the back pretty much as hard as I work the front. I think you need to have that in your balance. You should be able to push what you can pull. It's kind of my saying on about that, and it's just my take on everything. Other people might have different ones. Got a compact fracture Wednesday after training and not lifted or done any martial arts in 3 years thanks to this pandemic. Yeah, I don't know if we can use that word, pandemic. Yeah, that's probably more accurate. What's the best way to gain? I would start doing some deep knee bends, no weights, sit-ups, push-ups, pull-ups if you can find a bar. I just start doing those and increasing reps, dark code, and then increasing your food intake until you can get into a place where you can do more weights and more training. And most people can. I know some of the big boys that are, pulling 800 pounds, are winning because they only bench 500. And I'm like, really? 500 pounds. What do I squat? Not much. I usually don't squat more than 2 1/4, but I'm going to work that up. I want to do the full meets by the end of the year. So I want to be working that out, throwing about 25 pounds every workout. And I think once I get to 315, then I'll start doing the full meets, not just bench only, not just push pull. Yeah, mass is going to be tough, dark code, unless you have somebody to work out with that can spot you. Because it's dangerous to do heavy weights, but you can do heavy deadlifts. Yeah, but if you do heavy squats or bench, you should have somebody there to spot you to keep from hurting yourself. So how many calories do I eat? I'm going full bore, probably about 4,000 to 5,000. 2,000 is your regular intake. I'm going full bore, try to do about 4,000 to 5,000 calories. And I do that through a course of 5 or 6 meals. 1450 total first meet, that would be great. Well, I'll be happy with what I get because the idea of the meet is to set something and then that's something you want to beat next time you're at. So even when I did my first meet, 400, that was the number one to beat on my next meet. The meet that impressed me and probably motivated me the best is a state meet I did where I got second place. And that motivated me to work at it harder. And the guy's like, oh, man, I would have went to a different weight class. I said, nope, I tell you what, the second place trophy is going to motivate me more than all those other ones. He beat me by 40 pounds. And just said, well, okay, if he can do it, he was my age, and weight, then I can do it. So Ontario's locking down again gyms for a month. Yeah, they're doing some lockdowns here in Chicago. But out here, away from Chicago, we pretty much don't give a shit. I've already had it, recovered from it. My wife had it, recovered from it. About half this town has had it, recovered from it. Strength loss at this age? No, I'm actually as strong as ever, if not a little bit stronger. The only thing is Gizmo's endurance. Endurance has definitely suffered. But then I haven't been working on it. But I used to be a distance runner, and now it's nothing over 100 meters. So basically, I'm going to strip down to 315 and do my burnout. This is basically where all the work gets done. And this kind of lets me know how my nutrition was for dinner. If I burn out too fast, then I know I didn't have a proper calorie intake. And I know I did because I had 2 pieces of homemade bread. And that was just me being lazy. We were watching Yellowstone. Kind of got into it. I will definitely pick up the calories tonight. All right, what did I miss? So I bet you if you did 395 again, it would go up easier. probably. But I'm saving that energy for the burnout here. In my prime, I had hair. I had long hair down to here, blonde. If you go on my Facebook, there's a picture of me at 30 and me at 60. But God, I would have to really dig in. I remember it. At 20, we didn't have these devices. Our cameras used film, and you had to go get it developed. So I'd probably have to go back and through all these cartons of boxes and try to find some. For 60 plus bench press raw in my weight class, in a 275 pound weight class, there's one in there at like 511 pounds, but it's being disputed because the guy that did it, his equipped record is 508 pounds. So it's being challenged by a few people, not me, but I'm probably going to add my 2 cents into it, that somehow it got kicked into his equipped one got kicked into a raw meat. And equipped is using a bench shirt. Bench shirts can add anywhere from 60 to 200 pounds to your bench. Otherwise, I think the other one, the number 2 spot, like 467 pounds. I'm tied for 5th at 446. And if I drop down to 242, then I think I only have to beat 467. So this gym I usually work out at, and then there's another one, which is Shorewood Fitness, is the other one I work out with too, and probably split it in between the two of them. This one is local and is easy for me to come to, and the other one, I've just been working out there since 2008, so I keep going down there. So a Twitch channel to stream from. Okay, so I'm going to have to find out what a Twitch channel is. I'll talk to my tech support, which are my 2 daughters, and see if that helps. To stream from so much more audience, and me and a lot of others would sub you side money. Okay, well, Obed, I appreciate that, and I will look into that. So 140 kilos bench, 3 plates. Yeah, it's great. It's a great bench. 2 plates is a great bench. Depends what your age is and what your body weight is. When you were was I stronger? No, I was faster. I was less body fat. I had endurance. It wouldn't quit. But my joke is I go back in time and kick my butt, as long as I did it really quickly. Would love to get in a lift with you someday. I would do that too. I'm actually going to do some traveling to some competitors that have been following me on some bench groups on Facebook, and do some workouts with them, and might even attend some of their meets to compete with. So where are you at? I live 2 miles from you. John N., you're 2 miles from me, or you're 2 miles from Vice? So if you're 2 miles from me, we need to lift. So John, which city are you in, or close to, if you don't want to give your exact city? Ham radios, I need to start reading that book again. And maybe we can sit there and do a messenger chat one day, and you can kind of, Plainfield. Oh, hell yeah, John. You're real close to me. I work out in Shorewood. Shoot me an email over on scottishfitness@gmail.com. And we'll swap some information, and I'll let you know next time I'm heading out there, which will probably be tomorrow, if not Wednesday for sure. And you can meet me at Shorewood Fitness right there off of 59, just after Black Road. And we can have a workout there. Yeah, Plainfield's really close. Absolutely. So you're in Texas. I might be down in Texas for a meet in May. Same thing. Shoot me over a thing and it's got it on my email. And then I can plug into my phone, and I can let you know when I'm out that way. Okay. Here comes the one I've been regretting. I'm trying to stay away from the burnout. Sure. You go to Streeter High School also?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Where'd you go to grade school?
junior high?
Yeah, at North Lawn.
How do you go for?
They're purple. 6 or 7, hopefully more. Hey, you. I got 7. And the thing is, at my age, I drop off quickly. It's not like these young kids were at 7, they still got 5 more left. Me, I'm done. Time to wreck. Used to be that way. But you make adjustments. Oh, man. Oh, we missed out my burnout. Shoot. So I missed my burnout. Forgot to hit the record button. Damn it. But I did a 350 by 7. So not bad. I'm usually going to be good for 10 or more. So by the end of the month, I should be there. So this is part 1 of probably going to be about a 20-part series that I'm going to do every week on my road to breaking my world national records. So I'll sign off on this one and then keep going on my live. So I don't live in Shorewood. I'm out here by Streeter, but I will be in Texas. I'll have to double check. Go to WUAP, Whiskey Uniform Alpha Papa website, and they should have the nationals listed. I think it's going to be by either Houston or Austin, Texas. I'm not sure. But I'm the standing national and world champion there in 3 age groups and 2 weight classes. Probably going to go down there. So in Arlington, Metroflex. Oh, Ronnie Coleman's gym. That would be worth the side trip. So shoot me that email, and then when I get that information, I'll let you know. I got to go take care of dudes. All right, good. What my PR is 480 in the gym. That was last December 2020. And 446 in a sanctioned meet last November in 21. And I'm hoping to break both of those this year. Favorite bench variation? High flat bench. How old did I first bench 2 plates? I think maybe 16 or 17. Yeah, maybe 17. My junior year, I think. I hit 2 plates. I only weighed 145 pounds. And I'm sure my form was not the greatest. Yes, I did one for, did I ever do any bench competition or charity? I did one for cancer back in November 6th. So it was I knew the guy that was doing it, W.T. Franklin from the UPA out in Peoria, Illinois. So I went and did it because it was him having it. And I had lost my mom to cancer, so it was something I definitely could get behind. But yeah, if I seen other ones out there for cancer, I would definitely do it. I know a few other guys in this league that do those, and definitely something I wouldn't mind doing again. So once again, remember to hydrate. Try to drink at least one of these during a workout. And also, when you're in the gym, re-rack your weights.
gets filled today. Take my hoodie off.
Oh, results.
Just helping you out.
Thank you, appreciate it. You guys want to see yourself on video? Just go to my YouTube channel.
Actually, I was just saying, I seen you on the internet a few days ago. See,
Yeah.
at some gym, I think you maxed out at 405.
Yeah, I was in, where was I now? Is that when I was in the Y or?
It could have been, but it was impressive.
Well, if you go if you subscribe, I got my number one video is at 460.
Really?
So I got over 500 million views.
That's awesome.
And then I also have one where I'm doing 480.
That's cool. What's the name of it?
Scottish Fitness, Big Bean Scottish Fitness.
Every day I used to do 100 of them. Just a setup.
Yeah, Scottish Fitness, Big Bean.
405.
If you type in 460 bench, 60 years old, I'll be the first one
Yeah,
that pops up.
That's awesome. That is insane.
I'm only about 85% right now.
Yeah. I heard you talking about how you went up 3 short sizes, how big you got.
When I was younger, I was
Were you
eating like 8,000 to 10,000 calories a day. I'd come home from work and I'd throw 15 pieces of chicken on the grill, thinking those were my next meals. I'd eat it.
Yeah.
And then I had to fire the grill back up. So I went from
When I know how to do it.
Were you doing like
size.
or anything?
No, I just lifted. I
Just
was lifting with a bodybuilder at the time, and he got me really into it. I would lift 3 hours every day. 6 days a week, it was 3 days on, 1 day off, 3 days on. And I had a big jug of these egg protein pills. And I'd just take a handful before and after every workout. And then I got done with the bench. My oldest is, married nearly. She was 2 and she got on the bench, so I put a little dumbbell on her. She's going, so I recorded. It was just cute as hell. And then years later, I'm looking at the video. I'm like, who the fuck's arms are those? She goes, those are yours. I didn't know it because I'm looking in the mirror every day.
So used to it.
But
Were you more strong than athletic, or were you
I was more athletic. I could run 10 miles. I had, like I said, just without worrying about what I ate, I had probably.
Were you toned at all, or was you?
I was ripped. My buddy came over one time and goes, "What, you been eating rocks?" I mean, I was just, my upper body was just stupid.
It's hard to get that strong and look.
And then about 35, I threw my back out doing shit for the wife. And it took about 6 weeks off, and then I was doing some pedal rolls, and I tweaked it again. And so I didn't lift again until I was 39. It was actually a guy my age that got me back into it. Because he said, "You look like you used to lift." I go, "Yeah, but I'm 39 years old, 18." I think I'm 63 and I compete. I'm like, shut my mouth. So I pulled the weights back out. That was November of 2000. And by May of 2021, I was back to all my same weights. And then I said, well,
Probably 6 years ago.
since I went that far,
Just last April.
I always wanted to bench 315.
In 6 months.
And I always said I couldn't because I was so tall, but
This was-
I think by that next November, I hit 315 and I hit 335, and then I had this one big power lifter when we get concrete blocks for shoulders.
What's the best way to get your bench up? Because all my other lifts are heavy besides my bench.
So first of all, you gotta get the form.
Everything I have.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing that makes me cringe is when I see this.
I had tiny pocket arms, but like.
All right, say they got 95 on, and I see a nice bench.
I'm a
And they put 135. Then they put 185.
I don't want to be bulky.
Oh, yeah.
And they put 2 1/4.
I go down all the way.
And that's what I asked them, what are you doing? Well, mostly working my chest. Look at that. This is my triceps.
That's all.
Just don't get until here. So if you have the form to lift heavy, you gotta lift heavy sets. So
Yeah, doesn't your
when
back help a lot too?
I used to, is what?
Doesn't your back help a lot too?
It does. I would work on your deadlift and work on your squats. Number one, your squats are going to sit there and help you produce more testosterone
Yeah.
and everything. That's why my level is high, even though I'm 60.
Yeah.
I don't take
Even though
anything.
I'm 60, he was a badass
You don't take
60-year-old
no
man.
pre-workout or nothing?
Sometimes, like a bang.
Yeah.
It's got, because people ask about creatine. I said, well, it's in the bang. you know, they're $1.98 at Walmart, you know, I'll grab them, but like today was just water. The only thing I really take is arginine and citrulline, which helps with, it breaks down NO3. It breaks down NO3.
What do you do with soreness? Like, you gonna be sore tomorrow?
Oh yeah, I'll be sore. If I ain't sore, I ain't alive. I hate not being sore. If I ain't sore tomorrow, I know I didn't work out.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to, you know, because what are you doing, like sets of 10?
Yeah, 10 to 15. 10,
Okay.
12.
So you'll get tone, but you won't get the strength like I do. So
You do sets of 10, you do sets of 10 to 15 on bench?
so I do sets of 10 to warm
well,
up.
yeah, 10 to 15 at first, but then after it's 5 to 8, whatever I really feel like.
So when you're doing your set of 5, what's the weight you're doing it when you're doing 5?
155.
Okay, so then what I do is I do a set of 5 at 155. I would go to 160 and do a set of 4 or 3 or 4, whatever you get.
Yeah.
And I go to 165.
170 is the highest I can go, but
Don't worry about high.
So let's say I do 225 for like 3 or 4.
Okay, so that's going to be your 80% lift.
Yeah.
So here's what I do. So right now my shot is 405. By the end of the month it'll be 455 because I've already been there. It's called muscle memory.
yeah.
So what I did is at 315 on the way up I only did 5. Then I did 3 at 365. And then I did 1 at 385 and I did 1 at 395. And those I was just trying to see if I had enough juice to go forward. But when I'm on my peak, you know, I'm doing 315 for 8, I'm doing 365 for 5, I'm doing 405 for 3, and then I'm doing a 425, a 445, a 455, and then I'm dropping back down to 405 for as many as I can do, which is 2 or 3, and then I'll burn out at 15. I'll burn out at 315, and the best I've done at 315 when I'm in top form is 17 reps.
Crazy.
So, and that tells me where I'm at, because when I knock out more than 15 at 315, I know I'm going up 5 pounds next workout. And then I work out
So
every
you end off repping off 315, so you know what you can do?
Right, so I knocked out 7 here. Because I had a 2-week bout of COVID back in November, and I took 2 weeks off for vacation. So
He's getting back.
it's come back, and this is a start. And like I said,
That's not bad, man. Still doing 7. That's not bad.
yeah, I was happy with that. You know, my goal next time is to do 8 and to do 9. And the thing is, you got to set those goals. But if you want to get strong, you need to save your energy towards those top sets and then do a burnout after that.
What do you do for warm up then?
I start with the bar.
Yeah, I always start with
with the bar.
How many sets do you do in the bar? Just however many.
I do a rep. I'll rep it
Well,
20
so
times. And
how
I'll do
you-
95. Then I'll do 135, 185, 2 1/4,
Do you
275,
drop
350.
set after you get to your highest, or do you?
I did 315.
So like this what I'll do. So like I'll like warm up with the bar. Then I'll do like reps to like 4 to 6.
Okay.
Try to like go up. So I'll
Well,
warm
I mean,
up
do you
with
want to
the
get
plate.
stronger or do you want to look stronger? Because the 2 are not the same.
That's what I just told you.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, do I look like I can bench 400?
I mean, no, but I
No
want to.
offense, but I mean, because I live for strength.
All
not
right,
for
well,
size.
actually, no, I'm actually trying to like look bigger now.
And you got a good physique to you.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing to do.
But
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, shit. Am I still alive?
are you-
Well,
Sorry,
yeah.
guys. I got a conversation here. I had a conversation with the guys in the gym with nothing wrong with that.
My bad.
No problem. I forgot all about it. To build a better chest, benching 6 to 8 reps or high volume 12 to 15. 12 to 15 will give you more defined. 6 to 8 will probably give you a thicker one. And 3 to 5 will give you a stronger one. He's getting a few more subscribers now. Lots of laughs. Yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Everybody's saying you got to subscribe now.
I'll subscribe.
So sorry, everybody. I kind of forgot about her. The straight facts. Absolutely. I'm glad everybody kind of stayed with me here. Sorry that I went off on a tangent,
Hey, how many sets do you run?
but
I did like.
yeah, I can just say hey, I'm old. Too funny. I think this has probably been the best live I've had so far. I think I had about 33 people on here at one time. It's fantastic. Appreciate it. Most of this lift will get posted later on for just a bench workout, and then we'll do a bench, a deadlift back, and probably an arms and shoulder one, and then tie all 3 of them together to do on Friday. So what I think it's going to look like is live sessions are going to be like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, sometime in the afternoon. and then maybe a Tuesday and Thursday morning session when I'm cooking breakfast. How many years it take to get to my max? 45 years. 45 years. Or more, 46 probably going on now. But I understand for the longest time I wasn't going for a max. I was just going for, like I was talking to the young ones here, just going for a build. You know, I definitely look much more athletic in my 30s than I do now. But I had a lot of things going for me. Youth. And I was doing probably 12 to 15 sets or reps per set. So that had a lot to do with it. It's what you want to do. It's all good. You know, do you want to get toned? So recommendations for pre-workouts and post-workout meals. Pre-workout, before the workout, I get something that's going to be high in clean calories and at least 30 grams of protein. That's why I like eggs and milk, because they got both. Afterwards, as soon as I get done working out, I chug a shake. I don't care what they have. As long as I'm getting 30 grams of protein to fulfill that immediate need for your body to get its ability to repair yourself. Because if you don't get the protein, your body will dissolve muscle to repair the muscle you just tore out. So like I said, when I do high volume, like sets of 275 or reps 8+, I get weaker the next time I bench for reps. What works for me is doing heavy weight and then burning out for the last set. John, that's exactly what I do. Absolutely, I would agree. I had one guy that was doing 5x5s, and he wanted to train that way, and I was training that way, and I did get him up about 10 pounds, but then I just plateaued. But then again, it's going to be on an individual basis too. Some things that work for me may not work for others, and that's why when people shoot me an email and say, how can I get better? I ask about nutrition, number one, I ask about rest, number two. If you're not getting 6 to 8 hours of rest at night, it's going to be a hard time to heal. And then, what their goals are and what they're doing now. And then each workout I provide for somebody is going to be far different than I do of myself. Best accessories. So I do the field goals with light weights. I do the chains coming back and in for my shoulders. Dips are great for triceps and bench, weighted dips. Pull downs for tricep. I got a video there where I'm pulling it down with the owner sitting on the rack. That will give you huge tricep muscles. Military press, whether it's seated or standing, to strengthen your shoulders. Remember, your bench has a lot to do with your shoulders. Deadlifts and squats are needed too. I do curls. That's your pretty muscle in that. Protein shakes and let me bring it up here. However I get this, arginine is the biggest one I do, and I'm now getting it from Click Nutrition. I used to get it from GNC because they're the only ones that carried it in capsule form, but now Click is picking it up in capsule form. And then creatine in my pre-workout if it's in there, and then vitamins and minerals, a lot of vitamin C, a lot of vitamin D, zinc and magnesium. That's your ZMA. For your minerals, those are definitely going to help you repair muscle tissue, and they also help you with your immune health. So, arginine, good question. So these are 500 milligrams. So, and I usually get in within incline bench about once a month. But only if somebody say, hey, you want to join me in incline bench? Otherwise, I don't do it often. But I'll do them. I'll do 225, 275. That's about it. After seeing that one guy tear his whole pec off on it, it kind of kept a lot of people off the incline. Decline I stopped doing because declines really make you a big chest, and once I passed the D cup, I figured it was time to stop. I get any shoulder pain injuries? Yes. I've had 2 major times I got shoulder injuries. One is when I was a track coach for the junior high, and I raced them in the gym and miscalculated my braking distance greatly. And that took me a year to get over it. That's why I learned those exercises. And last time was when I was going against my son his sophomore year in discus, and he outthrew me, and I couldn't let that stand. So I outthrew him, and then the next day when we were taking him down the state, my shoulder was trashed. And it took me almost 2 years to get over that. That's the one they wanted me to get surgery, but I didn't. I refused. So arginine, I take about 1,500 to 3,000
I'm trying
milligrams
to concentrate.
before my workout,
Picking these up.
and I take the same amount before I go to bed. Before I go to bed, this helps release your natural body's ability to heal, and also cholesterol and things like that. And I've been doing this for 20 years, and I think it's really one of the things that help out. I know a lot of times people are just trying to get you on the citrulline only, but the only reason I have citrulline on this one because that's the way I had it. Otherwise, it's usually just arginine. And those are the ones I take. When I first started working out, I took every amino and BCAA and mineral that GNC would throw at me, and so how long did it take from 225 to 350? Depending on your body weight. I would say if you're going to go from 225 to 350, I'd give yourself 2 years. The reason I would do that is 2 years is because it's going to keep you from rushing it. It's going to keep you from trying to hurry it up and getting injured. Because once you get injured, it's no fun. Your take on Dorian Yates' high-intensity style training. I have not looked at it. I would have to research that before I could give an opinion on that, if any. There's a lot of styles of training out there, and some are going to be better for others. The only one I'm going to tell you that don't work is you're not going to do something 20 minutes a day, 3 days a week, and look like the guy who's showing you. It takes more work than that. I would say at least 45 minutes in the gym, truly working out. To get anything out of it, I'll say at least 3 to 5 days. And then your nutrition and your rest has to be right. If it ain't right, then you're just throwing it around and not doing yourself any favors.
I don't know. They all look the same.
Just say they're 12.
They're all little, right?
Tell them 12, and then you'll get an answer.
Yeah.
You can tell it's like 16, 17, because every like 5 seconds it's a
Flexing in the mirror.
Good one. Yeah, I don't think I flexed yet.
right.
I did get asked. Someone asked me to, and I said, no, I ain't doing it right now. Until I shave my chest. What do I eat daily? So here's what breakfast. When I first get up, I'll have a big glass of Fairlife milk, about 20 grams of protein. Do my morning routine, and I'll cook breakfast. Breakfast usually consists of 4 slices of bacon, sausage patty, and about 3 to 4 eggs. And a cut of homemade bread. Then I usually am heading to the gym. Today I had to go to the dentist first. At the gym, I'll usually grab a pre-workout, a Bang, drink it, work out for my 90 minutes, bullshit for my 20, and then have a protein shake right there. Then I'll go to the grocery store and I'll get some food for dinner and get home and eat something. Usually it's tuna fish. I usually have a bowl of tuna fish, a can or two, anywhere from about 20 to 40 grams of protein. And then sit there and kind of do the things on the YouTubes and that. And then probably about another hour and a half later, I'll have a quick sandwich. And then an hour and a half after that, I'm cooking dinner. And dinner usually consists of quite a few calories. On my Facebook, when I'm doing steaks, I'll post the steaks and baked potato and can of corn is my mainstay. And then, do I do any cardio? So that's a 6-letter word. I try to stay away from 6-letter words. I do walk about 2 or 3 miles a day. But do I get on the treadmill? Should you? Yes. I'm just telling you what I do. I will probably start working on the cardio a little bit. I think it might help me in my burnout, I'm hoping. And we'll see. But yes, you should do cardio. But if you can do cardio, you need to do it on a different day when you're lifting. Otherwise, the calories are going to cardio and they're not going to muscle. And that's not going to help you out. You need to have the muscle to help you out on that. So, I tell you what, it is, holy crap, it's time for me to stop at the grocery store and get home to the wife and cook some dinner. I really enjoyed this. Please like and share and subscribe. And if you do like my content of being helpful, there's that super chat option now. I would appreciate that. It'll give me the opportunity to do more of this stuff. I would like to get to the point where this is going to be my main job. This is what I really do like doing. I do train in the gym. I do some online training too. So everybody have a really wonderful day. And like I said, if you want to have a little bit more personal interaction in that, something you don't want to say online, then just shoot me an email, and I will respond back as quick as I can. I've got about 10 people doing that right now. And one of them is probably going to get me in, start doing track and field events again. So I'm kind of excited about that. So everybody have a wonderful day, and let's pray that 2022, if not 2021. I'm out here.
I have a stick, so I get.
Oh, crap.